Hello and welcome to this PHP tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be talking about cookies and basically what they do and how to program them and how to access them as well. Okay, first thing you have to do, if you're running on localhost and you have not done this already, then please read this text. Okay, I'm going to give you a few seconds to read it and pause the video. Okay, good, well done. If you've done everything it said in that message, everything should now be working. Okay, so what do we need to do? Right, first of all we need to obviously open up localhost. And okay, right, well, what is a cookie? A cookie is a super global, first of all. It's a way of accessing or writing some information to the visitor's computer and storing information on it. It can only hold up to 4 kilobytes of information, and basically it shouldn't really hold any sensitive information. If it does hold sensitive information, i.e. like a password, it needs to be encrypted or hashed or encoded, anything that you want to call it basically. Alright, well, like I said before, a cookie is a super global, and just like any other super global, we give it a name. Okay, so we can access this super global. Now, so the first thing we need to do, out of the 6 parameters that the cookie has, cookie being part of the header function basically, so we need to give it a name. So the first thing we do, name of cookie in which you can access it is a name. So this variable here is going to hold the name of our cookie, being test. Okay, next thing we need to do is give it the value, and the value which will be stored in the cookie. So we're going to say cookie value. Next thing is how long the cookie will be set for. So we're going to make a variable of time equal to the time function, which I'm not going to explain in this tutorial, plus 3,600 seconds. So the cookie will be available for 1 hour. Okay, from the time that it is set. Next, the folders and scope that it is available in. Well, the path is equal to basically what folders after the domain name it's available in. So if we've got www.thorn-design.de and we want it to be available in, say, a folder of admin, then in here we would put admin. Now this cookie would only be available within inside this folder here. If it went from here or to here, it would just not be available. Okay, so it's only available within here. Now if you want it available within inside the whole of the website, then you basically just put a /. Okay, I think you got the idea. Go to php.net and you can read more about it. The domain name the cookie is available in. Now you can only access this cookie if it's from the website that you originated it from. So for example, if Google set a cookie on your computer, you can't access this cookie from your or another person's computer. It has to, you can only read a cookie set from that website. Okay, so basically you're saying, all right, this cookie is available from localhost.com, and as you can see I've put a dot here as well. Well, this basically means that it's including all subdomains as well, included within inside this domain name. So it's included throughout the whole of the website regardless. Okay, 6th parameter is the security. Now we can have 2 ways of looking at it. One where a cookie is only available on secure websites. So if there isn't an HTTPS domain name or in the browser's URL, then the cookie will not be available. Now if we want it to be available in all domain names, then we basically put a 0. Okay, so we've called security equal to 0. Nice and easy. This is obviously an integer using Boolean 1 or 0, so on or off. Okay, like I said, cookie is part of the header function, so we can basically access it by a very clever PHP function that they've made called SETCOOKIE. Okay, open the brackets up and there we have a function. Okay, the first thing, like I said, that we need to put is in the name. Well, if we didn't have it within inside a variable, we could just call it test here, just like that. Okay, which is what I'm going to do actually. So the name of the cookie is test, and then basically the value that we've got in there. Sorry about this, I'm testing out a new screen recorder and it's a nightmare. So we're going to put in here cookie value. Okay, next, because I don't want to rewrite it out again, we're going to put in time. So that's the amount of time that this cookie is going to be set for, which was 1 hour. Okay, next that we have is the path. the path of the folders, the scope that it's available in up here. Let's delete this before we forget about it and get an error later on. Okay, next what we've got is the host that it's available in, so the domain name that's available at the moment is .localhost.com. And the last thing that we've got is security, which I'm going to set that to 0. So now, if we run this code, it will set a cookie. This cookie will not be available for us to read at the moment within inside our PHP page, because we need to access this page again, or another page within inside .localhost.com to be able to access this cookie. So it needs a page reload to be able to read it. And so basically, let's just say, let's just do a simple if statement, if sets, and we'll say the cookie. I've done that every time now. Okay, and we're just going to say test, so we're accessing the name of the cookie, which would be test, and then we're going to basically come in here and say echo cookie and say test. Okay, that's it done basically. So set cookie, you've got test being the name, cookie value being the value of the cookie, time, how long it's available for, path, what folders and files it's going to be available in, host, what domain name and subdomains is going to be available, and 0 for it's available in non-secure domain names. Okay, Control S to save. Let's come over to localhost, and like I said, we're coming to, this is a nightmare program. Okay, sorry about this guys, my other screencast is terrible. Okay, the page is reloaded, and basically that means that the cookie has been set, it's been sent to the server, but we can't read it yet because the page needs to reload. So let's do exactly that and reload this page. There we go, now cookie value. And if we come to extras, which I'm sure you've seen already, site information, sorry about this being in German, but I'm on a German computer, and come to show cookies, you see localhost.com, and the cookie name is equal to test. Then down here we have name is equal to test, and the value is equal to cookie plus value. Okay, and the domain name is available from .localhost.com, and the path is a /, and it's open on all domain names, and it's available from Thursday 25th of February 2010 until 3/24/13. Okay, that's it. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Sorry once again about the quality of the video, but my other screen cast recorder is a nightmare, and I've done this tutorial for this is the third time now because of this screen recorder. Okay, well anyway, my name is David Thorne. I hope that you found this tutorial good and you've learnt something. I do apologise once again for the screen recorder. Come and visit me at www.thornwebdesign.de. Subscribe to me on YouTube, please. If you keep subscribing to me guys, the tutorials will keep come flying, and I will put more and more effort into every single tutorial that I do, and I'm going to go more in depth to functions, to everything with inside PHP. And if it keeps going, then I'm going to go into jQuery as well and do some of the bit of a jQuery framework and possibly a bit of JavaScript as well. Okay, well thanks very much for watching. My name's David Thorne, www.thornwebdesign.de. Have a nice day. Bye bye.